Hey, you guys, Charlie Merrill with Merrill Performance. Hope you're all holding up well. Hope you're all staying healthy through this crazy time. I'm continuing to do online virtual consults. And while I've always done these, because I'm doing more of them, I just continue to be um, very pleased with how much we can get done, how much I can share with people on a virtual call, and how much I can empower them to help take care of themselves. Because we're all cooped up at home, because we're all on our computers a lot more, because we're on our phones and we're sitting here like scrolling um, constantly. I'm finding there are a few themes that are coming up as I've been chatting with people the past week. And I just wanted to share a super easy solution that almost anybody can do on their own that really helps to address anything that sort of starts from the neck, comes down through the shoulder, affects the elbow, the hand, or the wrist. You have to remember that this is a system. So if I have hand pain, there's going to be a component of that that's coming from the neck and a component that's probably coming from the shoulder. And so, similar with elbow pain. So if you're starting to have symptoms in these parts of the body, you really have to be considering this as a system. And so this first little strategy that I'm going to show you really helps to mobilize a lot of the tissues that might be getting congested or stagnant or a little stiff just because of all the work you've been doing. So let me just share this with you. Most people, I'm always shocked, most people have a foam roller in their lives. They own one of these guys, and hopefully you do. If yours is short and you just have a little section at the top, just grab a rolled up yoga mat or a blanket or a pillow to fill in the bottom, because really you just need this top half. But if you have a long one, you're going to sit on the bottom, and you want the thing to support you from your tailbone all the way up to your head, so you're really able to relax on there, okay? What I love about this is there's a benchmark. So I like to encourage people to be able to get their hands on the ground, and really even their whole forearm on the ground, through the whole range of movement, right? So I want you to be able to get your arms fully overhead with your hands touching the floor, relaxing onto the floor. If you're able to do that, then that's your first goal. Eventually, I'd like you to be able to get your elbows and even your forearms laying flat on the ground. You can see I've been on Zoom enough this week that I can't quite do that yet. But after about 5 minutes, I should be able to, gravity will help me get there. I should be able to really improve my flexibility. So I'm going to work from about 90 degrees up to this overhead range, and probably stop at some of the tighter spots where I feel especially stiff, where I might need a little bit more time. Maybe down here, you're a little more stiff. Just take some deep breaths and try to relax into that, and see if you can let the muscles in the front of your shoulders, all this soft tissue in your armpits, see if you can let that open up and gain more flexibility. The second thing I want to show you is how you can use this as a big massage tool. So with my arms at my side, I'm going to keep my body parallel, and I'm going to roll back and forth over my shoulder blades so that I can get a nice deep massage in those muscles between my spine and my shoulder blades. With my arms at my side like this, it's going to hit the lower part of my shoulder blades, my mid-back. If I bring my arms overhead and I continue to roll, it's going to move the pressure up towards my neck and the upper part of my shoulder blade, where most people tend to have some big knots. And you can just smash on those things, tenderize them, get some blood flow in there. It feels really nice. You can see I'm just kind of keep my body parallel and just rolling, smashing on that tissue. Give it a few minutes, whatever feels good. And then the third movement that I'm finding people really need this week is to turn the roll sideways. And there are a couple ways you can do this. I like to encourage people to interlock their fingers and support their neck. You can bring the elbows forward. You can keep your hips on the ground, starting at about your mid-back, just below your sort of chest level. And then you're going to let your head drop back, but keep it supported with your hands. And you're going to work on hinging over this first joint and the ribs to improve the mobility, really in the opposite direction of how most of us are spending our time, okay? After you've done that a few times, you're going to roll your body down a little bit, maybe an inch, and then you're going to do the same thing for the joint above. And you're going to go an inch at a time, making sure your head stays supported, but letting it drop back so your spine bends over the roller. I find that taking a big breath in when I lean back helps to facilitate extension or back bending. So it's a big breath in, And then a breath out when you come up. Cool. After you've worked all the way up to the base of your neck and you've hit that upper part of your back, then you can just take a minute, you can roll up and down through that whole range. Again, we're using it like a big massage tool, the blood flowing in there. It helps reinforce those joints. You need to come out of this posture and more into this posture. I think you're gonna find that after you do that a few times, after you do that for a few days, things feel significantly better, regardless of where you're having discomfort in the extremity. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes for you. Remember, one of the things I share with people most often is the best posture is the one that's always changing. So I don't like to bastardize or demonize certain positions, certain postures. If you're gonna sit in your bed and work for a little while, fine. If you're gonna sit on a ball, if you're gonna stand, if you're gonna sit on the ground, if you're gonna sit on your couch, those things are all fine. Just try not to do any of them for too long. 20, 30 minutes, get up, move around, take a break, or just change positions altogether. So keep that in mind. Leave some comments and questions below. If you have any ideas or anything else you want me to talk about on my YouTube channel and Instagram, please shoot those to me. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. And just to stay engaged with you all. Remember, I'm still doing 15-minute free consults. You can access those at go.oncehub.com/Charlie Merrill, my name, and you can book a 15-minute consult with me from there if you have more questions. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you soon.